in-between days, when the fucks fly like fireworks. Hot words, high words, light up the sky words that prickle our skin, that we feel in our chests, that punctuate dark places with brilliance and awe. Attention, we're celebrating words. How they look on paper. These broadsides, they're for sale, right, Eric?
Yeah.
These broadsides are for sale, they're beautiful. How they look on paper, how they sound when they're next to each other, how they feel in our mouths. We're celebrating Eric, who writes the most cryptic upcoming event emails. Don't change the please. A little bit after break.
Please do. El Paso. The London Sinfonietta Works collection. Reflections on Alter. Chicago O'Hare. The Loons at Toad Pond. Oh yeah, that really hurt my leg. All right, here we go. Thanks, Eric. This is the cost of our friendship. 1. Boundless marigolds, boundless, they stay bounded. A coastal containment, a coastal crop along the quiet street, crop of frame, crop of fruit planters, and paintings, and crop of bees, the bee-shaped moon, the sliver of the bees, the sliver of all, the slivers of the moon of all moon. As we wait, remembering the vat of today is thickening as we wait, and those who've snoozed have dredged into blue speak. The butterfly sky pushing along harmonized. Skies of containment, skies of mournful containment. Dreams of smoke dance in the core. The core is a temple of chairs, Eric Acosta, and his temple of chairs, and the breathing of the eyes within the chairs. And you cannot see the priest within the temple, no, but you can hear the priest, yes, blood priest, brood priest, low desert priest, feet on fire, feet of flame, and melted avenue priest, the priest and the tiger burning right into the night, sky catcher priest, a prickly flame, the world of flame, a set of precious flame. And here I am, smoke on all horizons, and we are surrounded with metal, meddling, serpentine bodies, squeezed into loose corners, rigid corners, the pound of the circle by the hammer, the square by the hammer, the pound of dried fruits between the jaws, the smoke is crystal clear, we are low priests of fear, low lying like aircraft that still knows how to run, and the diesel and the excess we breathe, and the marauder, eater, expunge, the gurgle is illumination across this police state, this low desert priest state. The next section requires, it necessitates audience participation. Does anyone have a timer app on their phone that they'd be willing to donate for the cause? I can't hear it anymore.
Here's one.
Okay, could you please run it in a moment and tell me when it gets to 5 minutes, and then say something along the lines of "Stop, for Christ's sake, stop."
Okay, sounds good.
Some moaning song for the sense of the lone. 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 Moaning song for the potent. The goo lasts for days without Neil's wisdom of over-vigorous, overzealous scrub those hands. Meanwhile, Fife glances south in disgust. Meanwhile, pots and pans and belching through metallic odds and ends. It's the belching that brings us together. It's the odds and the ends that keep us orbital, always apart. Rotation just before any edible collision. And the water altar is fluid. The water is altered. Cross position in space and room. And they're gonna knock the cherry pit down. Pit spit into bush brush of fire. Cherry pit of fire. And the world with its pots and pans, its pots and pans. And meanwhile, Fife glances south because it must. Meanwhile, some of us arrive. And meanwhile, what if we just left? Just bounce. Just darted along like a weapon, finding some home, some inevitable collapse, the blinding of a shakeup, the sickening contortion of a welcome home, underlined in serif font, violence! 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 Nothing but bread and honey, bread and sugar. The loaves know us so well. They spin and spit and cream along through the innards, and Fife's an innard, and I can feel the lurch, and Fife's a lurch, and it was cold that late morning with the saltier sand and the lapping waves eating up the shore. No sharks, but in things, and a floating unknown, and a dead stingray. Later, I thought of poets washed up, unable to escape the tide pools, small aquatic prisons, amniotic sac, the fluids warm and filthy, a floating cigarette or a miniature tennis ball, or some strange ooze, like residue that floats and bobs and coats the calves and the shins with each step, and the stingray corpse looking forever in one direction, the rot beneath the shallow surface of the pool, causing a blanching. This pale creature still and unpoked by the frolic of the children, whose screams are drowned by the quiet of Atlantic tide on a Tuesday morning in August.